What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. First and foremost today, what I want to do is I want to thank all of my subscribers and all my viewers and everybody who watches my videos, because you guys are really the best. It's you guys who give me the inspiration to continue to move forward, and I just want to put that first today. And now with that being said, what I want to do for today's video is I want to talk about my 5 favorite Spider-Man figures that I have in my collection. I'm not saying that these are the best figures out. I'm just saying that these are the 5 favorites that I have in my collection. So you can have 5 different ones. You can have 5 favorites yourself. And I'm interested to see what yours are. So with that being said, I'm not even trying to hold you. Let the countdown begin. Number 5 is going to have to go to the Amazing Spider-Man. Now, this is a figure that I just recently got in my collection because the one that I have is a Target exclusive. But man, I love this figure right here. First of all, this is how Spider-Man first started. So, of course, we're going to need this figure right here. I mean, I think he was like, what, 16, 17 years old, if I'm not mistaken. And, you know, he's a little bit undersized. But, yo, it's true to form because he was basically an adolescent. So, yeah, I've never met anybody who didn't like this figure. And, you know, Spider-Man is one of those figures where a lot of them come out looking the same. A lot of them are just, you know, blue and red, a little articulation difference, but it's very rare that we get the black and red Spider-Man, especially if it's not Ben Reilly. So I really appreciated this one. Plus it has the blue spider on his back, which I think is a go all day. It has the webs underneath his arms. It comes with a bunch of accessories, plus the spider web so you can swing on it. The only thing it doesn't come with is a Build-A-Figure, but come on, we don't really need that, man. Not with this guy, and that's why for me, he is my number 5. Number 4 is going to go to Cyborg Spider-Man. Now, guys, hear me out. He may not be your favorite, but he is one of my favorites. And why is that? Because this Spider-Man is different than most of the Spider-Mans that I always come across. Sometimes when I'm displaying him, I kind of pretend like he's like Winter Soldier. And I'm like, oh, he could take on somebody extra strong because he has the metal arm. I mean, listen, I don't know if it's true or not. Who cares? It's my universe. But I really love this guy right here because he just pops out. He even has a belt that looks like the utility belt on Batman. I mean, that's different from me. He has the headband, he has the eye goggle, and he's just something that you hardly see. Plus he comes with extra hands and a web. You really can't beat that. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm sick and tired of repaints and the same figure coming out with just a different paint job, and we keep buying the same figure over and over and over. And when it comes to this guy, I do not feel that way. I legit feel like, okay, this is something different, and this is something that I want on my shelf. Number 3 is gonna have to go to Iron Spider, and not just any Iron Spider. I'm not talking about the MCU one. I'm talking about the original comic-based Iron Spider. Now, this figure really does something for me. This is a figure that I've wanted all my life. So when they did announce that it was coming out, I was one of the first ones that was on this. I like this figure for a couple of reasons. First and foremost is going to be the costume. I mean, this is another one that sets him apart from the pack. He can stand there in the Spider-Verse and you could pick him out the crowd real quick. You're not going to get confused. I mean, of course, we're all going to like the extra legs coming behind his back. That is extra tough. The only gripe I have with this, but it is accurate, is the fact that it's 3 instead of 4, and we're kind of used to the 4, but man, I am not mad at this figure at all. Last but definitely not least is going to be the paint job on this figure. I like the fact how it's metallic, how it shines. It looks like the spider on his chest was like spray painted on because it's not really connected, and that is super tough. I really love this figure. Number 2 is going to have to go to Scarlet Spider. And yeah, I already know he made my last list for the top 5 of 2024. But guess what? This is why he made the list, because he's that tough to me. This is one of the few figures that they keep improving with every time they come out with it. I missed out when he came out with the Rhino Build-A-Figure wave. I missed out when he came out with the retro, with the Ben Reilly head. And I was like, damn, I just keep missing this guy. I'm never going to get him. And then they came out with the next retro. And I was like, oh, hell nah, I'm not missing out on this one. I'm a double up on this. I am probably biased when it comes to this costume, but he is always going to be one of my favorites. And to be honest with you, he would have made number 1 if I didn't have number 1 in its spot. And the number 1 spot is going to go to, come on everybody, say it with me, Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. This without question is my favorite Spider-Man that I have in my collection. I mean, I was not around for the beginning Spider-Man. I do not have the pizza Spider-Man. I was not able to get my hands on the retro Spider-Man when it dropped. I seen everybody getting 3 or 4 of those. It's going for over $100. So yeah, I don't have those in my collection. But this one right here, I feel like it trumps all of those. Is it a perfect figure? Absolutely not, but it's perfect to me. I love Spider-Man when he has toe hinges. Spider-Man without toe hinges just is not Spider-Man. You cannot get him into those poses that you really want to get him into without those toe hinges. Plus the color on this costume pops like no other. I mean, out of all the other ones I have, I want to say maybe the House of M Spider-Man shines like this, but this one really pops to me. And it comes in a double pack with Spinning Red, which I really appreciate because I put it on my Spider-Verse. I'm happy that he didn't come with some figure that nobody really wants. I just want to throw in a quick honorable mention because I really love Symbiote Spider-Man and I really had him on my list, but I could not put him on the top 5 because he just wasn't unique enough. I mean, I feel like he's kind of plain. He doesn't come with really any accessories that really make him pop, and I don't know, the other 5 just look better than him, but I love this Spider-Man too, and I gotta give him a shout out. And those are the top 5 Spider-Man that I have in my collection. Hit me in the comments and let me know what your top 5 Spider-Man are. I'm curious to see if any of them are the same. Until next time, peace.